Hello dear viewer, I'm leesusss, and I'm here to chew bubblegum and clean Viscera. And I'm run out of bubblegum. It's a good thing too, really, I mean. Who wants to hear a recording of someone chewing bubblegum? That would be horrible. So, what I am here for is a new Viscera. Are you excited? I don't know how new this is actually. I did my usual thing of thinking, let's have a little pop in and look at Viscera on Steam and see if there's any new levels. And there was! So this might have been out for a while, but it's new to me. And it's got me excited. So let's, without further ado, get into Overgrowth. Name Janitor. Why do you do this game? Why do this all the time? Why do you keep taking my name off? Okay, we'll be Janitor for now. Age 45. Occupation Junior Executive Janitor. Details surrounding the incident that occurred here are sketchy and inconsistent. However, that must not deter you from your duties as an expendable employee. I love you so much, Debs. The area of undergrowth and forest outside the facility, as well as interior yards, are to be searched thoroughly and cleaned immediately. The company is expecting more special forces teams and other officials to visit the site for further inspection and investigation once you have completed your operations. So with that in mind, make certain there is no evidence of the previous incident remaining. Now get to it. What incident? Okay, we're in a planty type place. There's a lovely creaky noise in the background there. We can't go through there. Ooh! I don't know how well you can hear that on my audio is not the greatest in the world. But to me that sounds lovely and echoey. Oh yeah, I like that. Leaping around like a fool. Okay, you're much of the muchness. I'm not sure what sort of level this is going to be, quite frankly. I didn't look at the instructions there to see. Oh, we've got barrel storage. We've got the PID things as well. Yes, I'm going to leap through most of the level now. That lovely echo. Hopefully, we're going to get some text of it and tell us what's going on. What's that? Oh, sign. Okay, what do we have here? On the vending machine, oh, nothing particularly exceptional. Lantern, flare, and the medipacks to go in there. Have you got any new music on here? Big banger. Let's have a look what we got here. The Ballad of Rick Rodney, Space Pirate. I like that. We'll go with that for now. That's nice. Nice to be outside for a while. We've seen outside before, you know, through pipes and things into the. Actually, no, I want to turn the radio off because I want to hear. I want to hear the foresty noises. Where have you gone? Shush. There we go. Around like a giant bunny in a janitor suit. Nice. It's not laggy. I've got most of the settings whacked up fairly high. Technical term there. Whacked up. Straight blue stuff. Looks a bit like. Oh, it looks like the cracks, isn't it? How are there cracks here? Those are the sort of welding cracks, aren't they, from the gravity drive? What have we got here? What is that thing up there? It looks a bit like a pipe, but also a bit like a trunk. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like a giant tree, or a get out of the way, leaf, or a pipe from the facility. I don't know. I haven't got a lot of explanations of. I haven't seen any text. Yeah. This reminds me of the outside of. Oh, we can wander right in here. I thought we were going to have one of those invisible walls. You know what I mean? Where there's a barrel. Where you wander into the undergrowth and you can't actually get through. Oh dear. A couple of hits there. You see that in some games like, I mean, I did the recent Shadow Warrior Viscera, didn't I? And which I'm sure you've watched. As a loyal viewer, I'm sure you've watched that. With, and it reminds me a little of the outside of Shadow Warrior itself. Where you can sort of see undergrowth, but you can't actually go into it. But this you can. It's nice to be able to wander in there. Who knows what interesting things we might find. There's a pad, but I'm not going to read that. I'm going to read that as we do the cleaning. What we have? Read this though. Warning: this sector is to be vacated immediately. All personnel report to the starport for immediate boarding procedures. Remain calm and travel in groups. Failure to board by 1600 will result in abandonment under sections 1C and 3 of your contract. Yeah, that's a typical company. I like that noise, whatever that was. It reminds me a lot of the clicky. Have you ever seen? This is why I start to think up of a film name and I can't remember what it is. DayZ or DayZ if you prefer. And there's the clicky teeth. The clicky teeth zombie in the facility towards the end. If that comes across or not, but the man with the clicky teeth reminds me a little of that. Nice and creepy noises. Not as much fun though as the noises from the noises from Shadow Warrior, the ones in the bamboo forests, which sound like bird noises, and then but towards the end of the call turn into like hideous laughter. I thought that's wonderfully creepy. So what have we got? How much more of this space have we got? We've got possibly things down there as well. The leaflet. I'm not sure what's going on. That does look like something organic, doesn't it, up there? Must have been combining organic growth with metals or industrial stuff. I don't know. What do we have here? This is pretty. Oh, it's the furnace. This is barrels. This is crates. Okay, we've got the crates. We've got the barrels. I'm sort of expecting more than what's that? Like a heavy-duty toilet seat. That's like a pipe cover. Okay, we've got lots of bits everywhere. We've got no alien stuff. We've got weird red thing, weird blue stuff on the floor, which are like cracks. I guess we're going to find out as we read the data pads and things. What's going on? But this looks to be about it, unless I'm missing something. It's not a huge. It's a big area, but it's not very detailed. Is that the word? Detailed. Yeah. What's this? Why this here? Can we go higher? This has got more height to it than I'm realising. Is that where the lift's there? I mean, I can't see any blood higher. Oh, hold on. I see you. See you sneaky developers. You think I wouldn't notice that? It's like a skinned body up there or something. Something horrifying. I wonder if there'd be more like that, like dreadful fruit in the trees surrounded. That would make it a bit more interesting, wouldn't it, really, than just wandering around here. Okay, I think we've seen the summation of the level here, really. And we have the furnaces here. Buckets and bin dispensers. There's the bin dispenser. I know I passed it, but I didn't really register it. There's the laser. And there's the bucket. So, it would seem to me we need to do a big session in the middle here, cleaning some of this up. Yeah? And then we head probably towards the furnace, I guess. Will be the answer. Don't know though. I'm going to go and check some recording bits though, and check some sound levels, and change my name to leesusss again from Janitor. Let's not be anonymous. Be proud of our job, and then we will get on with some cleaning. Right, let's get started. So I checked the various levels and things, and everything seems to be roughly okay. A little bit of screen tearing here and there, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm sure you'll be fine with it. It was just when I was rushing around a bit more, there was some of that going on. Also, while changing my settings so that I've got my traditional grip, who's this? William Munchley. Where are we going to put these? Let's put them somewhere prominent. Let's put them here for now. They're quite visible. Okay. Yeah, while I was changing the various settings to what I prefer, are you going to behave yourself, legs? I don't think you are you really? For a long time I've been putting legs straight into furnaces, and I've not had to put them into boxes for a while. And I'm very much the happier for that. But they are the worst. Well, not the worst. They're not helpful. Anyway, as I was saying, while I was looking at the settings, I found a new one, what appears to be a new one in there, which was a profanity setting. Which is rather good, so you can, if you check on that, it's under the preferences options. If you check that, then it will remove all the swearing from the game, from the notes and everything else, which is rather good. I like the sound of that. It's people have different opinions about blood and guts and swearing, and not everyone rates it the same. It's nice to, even though the game is obviously gory. I've got one second. What I have got though, just realised yet again, is where is it? Preferences. There's the profanity one. That's not what I'm looking for though. What I'm looking for is... Where's Always Run? I'm sure I've got Always Run on again. There it is. That always annoys me, that one does. There we go. I like to run around everywhere. Yeah, so, although there's a lot of blood in the game, obviously in awkward parts and everything else, not everyone feels the same about profanity. Not like that at all. Monty Booth. That's a good name. There you go, Monty, put you over here. So I like to have, it's nice to have the option. I like to have the option. I might have told you this before, but I probably have in fact. I tend to repeat myself eventually. But I used to have a lecturer a Welsh lecturer who he would swear, but he would never blaspheme. That was his rules. Which is fair enough. Alright then, I've got a feeling about this level as well. I've got a feeling that it's going to be a little like two of the other levels I'm thinking of. One of those is the underwater one, if you remember that. We've got two pearl eggs in the same thing. There was none. What's that called? Oh, remember it later and put it in the comments, but in the little caption something I'll put up on here, but I don't remember. But that one, it felt like the level was a little empty, maybe. I don't know. I won't say incomplete, but just a little less depth to the level than the other, and then so things got changed a little from there as well. This level feels a little bit like that. It feels like there's not as much in it. It's a lovely, I love the surroundings. They're very nice, but I'm feeling that I'm missing. There's going to be not really a lot of additional text to go in. It's a bit vague, even from the very outset. The fact that it describes it says we're not going to talk about the incident that occurred here. It feels like that, which is a bit of a shame. But I'm not going to complain. Whenever I look at the Runestorm website, I always see the bit about they're trying to work on other things and they're having a break for a bit. And thinking about moving office, which suggests that actually the way they've written it suggests that their office is rather basic. Someone's garage maybe or something, or I don't know. But that they're busy with other things, which is fine. In which case, if they are trying to release the occasional level, then I'm okay with the fact they're doing a bit more basic. It's not for me, but it does feel like this one's looking a bit. Did I walk on something there? Was that is that just plant noises, or is that... I walk on a crystal gate. Am I going to be like hunting through the undergrowth? Like some park keeper, trying to find all the rubbish that the kids have left behind. Oh, I hope not. I hope not. I think it... Oh, that's the other one it reminds me of, is... Oh, this thing over here. The level with the drill. Let's read this, see what's going on here. Ah, right. Carl Dillon, Operations Officer. The extraction rates are still on par with our estimates, even with the secondary extraction wheel down for maintenance. Unobtainium deposits. Okay, I think we see where we're pointing here. Unobtainium deposits are a staggering 321 parts per million in some areas. With the amount of wealth we'll get from these deposits, we'll have all we need to fuel the attached colony's development. If I could just get to the bottom of these disappearances. I don't know if people are simply getting lost in the jungle, or if there's some wild animal out there. Whatever the case, I've tried to keep suspicions to a minimum in order to maintain our dwindling efficiency. Unobtainium extraction team. Okay, so we're on a planet. We've got unobtainium to find. It isn't a floating rock type item, is it, that you're after here? And you've got funny giant blue creatures running around the forest. I don't mean Smurfs either. Giant Smurfs. Are you going to go in there as well? There you go. You may not be very efficient in life, but you're helping my efficiency now by mostly fitting all within one box. Which is all I ask of people, really. If you fit within one box quite neatly, then you're a valued member of society. Right. Let's get your little Carl Dillon. Let's get your little PID over here. Yes, it reminds me of the level with the drill. Again, I can't remember the name of these things. And the reason for that being not because the level is very empty, but because I think we're going to be doing a lot of stacking. I've not really mentally counted up how many bins and barrels and things there are around here, but I've seen at least 3 or 4 areas for stacking things. It's one of those joyous stacking modes. No one likes stacking. It looks like there might be a lot of it. Now, okay, from the wander around previously, there was some other stuff in the underground. There's a barrel over there. Only 3 bins. I think there was some heads, wasn't there? Or were they over in that underground? Oh, that is not helping. That's not helping either. I'm sure you think you're very funny about that, so. No one's laughing here. The name didn't really strike me either. The Carl Dillon name. It's nice when they make film references in this game. They do it in the names as well. But Carl Dillon didn't really stand out as a name I remember from Avatar or anything similar. Let's go and see if we can find these heads. Over here somewhere? Yeah, here we are. We've been collecting heads then. So if we have got some big Smurfs running around the forest, how have they been killing these people? Are they giant arrows? Oh, there's... Oh. Yeah, I was just suddenly thinking, there's 2 PIDs here. We've got Jim Hopper. And, oh. No, it's over here. Where did I put them? Jim Hopper and somebody else. And I've thought of another film that might be a reference to. I mean, am I getting lost in the jungle here? Ah, there's green blood. Okay, yeah. Okay, now I get where you're going now. Okay, I get where you're going now. So, where are my bins? I'm lost. I'm lost in the jungle. Is that how easy it happens? There's some beer cans. What have I done? Where did I put that bin? It's a big yellow bin. I can't have lost it that much, can I? Yeah, I think the unobtainium was there to confuse me. What we're going here. Yeah, we've got invisible aliens. Well, not invisible aliens. We've got cloaked aliens running around, skinning people and taking their skulls off. Which also explains that makes the noise in the trees a whole lot more creepy than it was 2 minutes ago. That's about Predator. What's this? Peter Crisco. Peter Crisco. Don't know. Sometimes these names don't really mean anything. They're just interesting names. Other times the game, the developers are certainly hinting at something, but I don't know what it is.